Good evening. Welcome to our final AMP Music project celebration event, I guess it is. Yeah, so this is our final show. It's the culmination of our AMP music program, artist mentoring program for music. We've been running the project for just about a year, almost a year, and it's consisted of intro to music making sessions, which we ran in Elgin, Keith and Forres for 13 to 17-year-olds, our open online program created by Lewis Lowe, our trainee project, which is also Lewis, and our mentor program. We had 3 mentors working with 4 young people over 6 sessions, and you're going to hear more from them tonight. And some of them are going to perform live, and we're going to get videos performances for some of them as well. So yeah, we're going to have a little peek about all the different aspects of the project. But first, we'll just have a little chat about the intro to music program. So the whole program was led by Ewan and Tom, and the project itself was a little bit interrupted by COVID again, unfortunately. We had a few sessions, and then COVID struck Murray, and we had to put it all on hold and wait a few months, and then we went back. So we ran some in Elgin, then ran some in Keith, and the last run of the project we ran in person in Forres. So we ran 2 long weekends in Forres. Yeah, that's it really. Rather than having me ramble on, we've got a little video to tell you a little bit more about the project. So here we go.
So we've had a group of young people that we've been working with, and we have been doing basic introduction to music skills. We've been teaching them various parts of different songs and trying to put it together and teach them how to cooperate and play together.
We spent quite a bit of time working on gelling as a group. So even little things like learning to all start at the same time, to end songs at the same time, feeling a pulse together, and just learning to play some songs that might have been quite difficult, but we simplified them and just try and make it fun.
I was doing the drum sort of things, and I was doing the keyboard. Very good, I loved it. I love it how it gives everyone an advantage of doing music, and even to get them out of the house and let them do stuff that they might not manage to do at home.
The knock-on effect that come into the group has for these individuals, because we see them on a one-to-one. So because they're coming in as a group, they are now, because they all attend the same school, it's encouraging their attendance and friendships. So it's got a huge knock-on effect on their lives. We wouldn't manage to do this without Fin Hornby Arts. This would not be possible at all. We do appreciate it.
Hey, brilliant. So yeah, that's a little bit about what they've been up to and making it look amazing in that film by Jason, our filmmaker. Okay, so yeah, moving on, we're going to move on to the mentor program now. And basically, young people applied to be part of the program, and once they were selected, we had a chat with them and found out what they were looking for, and then we matched them to well, we went to search for some mentors that matched what their needs were, and yeah, we found some amazing mentors. And the first one up is Siobhan Wilson. Hello.
Hi there. Hi.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, really good. Thanks for having me. I loved that video. It was so nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was really sweet. Yeah, so Siobhan's been a part of our program earlier on. You were on the Open Online program. Do you want to talk about that a little bit first? Put you on the
Yeah,
spot there,
so
sorry.
okay. I've been mentoring 2 young people to write songs, and I've done that via Zoom from home, long distance, and it's been a really positive experience. It's just been absolutely lovely to get an insight into how these young people create music and write songs and channel their emotions through their songwriting. It's been a really good experience for me.
Oh, brilliant. That's very good. Glad you enjoyed it as well. So can you tell me what you've been doing with, we'll talk about Carrie first because she's up first. What have you been doing with Carrie exactly?
Yes, so with Carrie, we've been looking at different components of songwriting, all the different layers that go into writing a song, some of the reasons why we might want to write a song, and some of the good uses that songwriting can have on our well-being, and how good creativity is for the soul. We looked at chords, melody, lyrics, instrumentation, style, and production, and different aspects of songwriting. But most of all, looked at a song that Carrie was working on that could explore writing some really beautiful lyrics and using open tuning on the guitar.
Amazing, all that in successions. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, right. So I think, yeah, let's bring Carrie in and hear from her. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
How you doing this evening, Carrie?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Good. So yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where do you live and what do you get up to in day-to-day life?
I live near Elgin, and I go to Elgin Academy. I'm still in school, but I'm leaving in not very long at all, which is a bit scary. But yeah, I like playing the guitar mostly, and I do singing as well.
Yeah, brilliant. And you
You're
played it
multi-talented because you play the clarinet. Oh, sorry.
Carry on.
Clarinet, the guitar, you sing, you write music.
It's quite cool.
Yes. Yeah, Carrie performed at one of our performances at Eden Court as well, didn't you? Part of the cashback program. That's pretty amazing as well.
That was
So
very fun.
Yeah, that was good, eh? So yeah, what have you got out of this mentoring project, Carrie?
I think because songwriting is something I have not really done. I've never really composed my own thing, even though I've been playing the guitar for a very long time now. And I've tried in the past, and I always get very stuck because I think I give myself too many rules and things, and I definitely used to look at too much, I guess, well, I don't know, but I always looked too much into the theory and always wondered if I was doing it wrong. So this has really helped to kind of not hold myself back with anything. I've sort of learned to break the rules I had put up for myself. That's been really good.
Oh, brilliant.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. No, it
I
has.
think it's really wonderful, and it's instinctive to break some of the rules in harmony and to follow that unique trail. It's been an inspiring process for me to see which chords Carrie's picked and the kind of patterns and open tuning that you can come up with when you're driven by your ear. Because as you're saying, Carrie, the harmony, it's there and the rules are there, but I think that really interesting things can happen when you break a couple of those traditions. So that's been very interesting.
Yeah, because I decided I didn't want to use the standard tuning on a guitar because I would probably have just sat with the same usual chords and a lot of things. So I used a tuning from one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs, and then worked out some chords from there, so that there was no names, there was no numbers. I was just listening to what sounds I liked, and then put that together instead. It was very
Listening to you talk about listening to those kind of things, those kind of sentences reminds me why I started writing music. It's really lovely to hear.
yeah.
Well, that's brilliant. Yeah, it's nice. I know. I mean, I've worked with young people before who are, are trained in music and all of that. And then when it comes to, improvising and doing that, it's like can be really difficult to break out of that, what you've been taught. But yeah, that's really good to hear you say that. Yeah. Brilliant. Do you want to tell us about the song that you've recorded, Carrie?
Yeah. I think I definitely struggled with writing lyrics, probably even more than the chords, because I'd already decided I wasn't going to use the tuning. So I was a bit stuck for a while. I'd kind of written some stuff. I don't think I was very happy with it, and I don't know, because I realized, you can get words from anywhere, and you can write a song about literally anything, which is a bit daunting. But the picture that goes kind of with the song was a collage I had made. I think it was in lockdown before it all got a bit too much, It was the lockdown when we were like, oh, extra Easter holidays sort of thing, rather than, oh my goodness, this has been going on for so long. So I'd sort of used kind of stuff about nature and things like that, and I took the clippings of the words and I sort of put them into my song, which was really good.
I mean, that's some serious conceptual songwriting. That's like something Brian Eno might say in an interview.
Yeah, very advanced there. Excellent. Okay, should we have a listen then to your track?
Yeah.
Your song? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, I'll just pop us out and then I'll play track.
Part of me loves the idea that nothing in life is simple. Things are not like that anymore at the house where the banks of rhododendrons still dazzle. I love all the tales, true and false. This is just one of the bonds of friendship. advertise.
Wow, that's amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
And that's the first song you've written.
Yep.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
and for the opportunity as well. It's been really great.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining. That was, yeah, really a pleasure to have you. I was going to bring Siobhan. Oh, there she is. Ah, hang on a minute. I've got two screens for you, Siobhan. One is like got no one on it. Oh, there we go. It's gone now. I thought you disappeared.
I think I got cut off temporarily, but I'm back.
Hey, so, but you're proud of Carrie for that?
It's so lovely to hear the song. I think it's some real conceptual songwriting. These phrases in the yellow picture are the inspiration for the lyrics, and that's such a cool thing to do. And very, very happy with the song. I think it just sounds absolutely fantastic.
Definitely. Yeah, well done, Carrie. Great. So, yeah, we're going to say goodbye to Carrie now. Well done.
Bye,
See you later.
Bye bye.
Right, and Siobhan, you had another mentee. Do you want to tell us about
Yeah.
Moya?
Moya wrote a song called Cardinal. We looked at the different components of songwriting as well, and all the different stages and layers of looking at music and following your natural voice. Moya has a really natural ear for finding sound and created a really powerful melody with powerful lyrics, which was really exciting to discover. I think with Carrie and Moya, maybe at the beginning it's fair to say, and I know what this is like because I'm the same. When I start doing something, I can feel a bit shy, or maybe there's a little bit of a struggle when you start off with a creative process, and it feels great, I think, when you can get over that hurdle and just put those lyrics onto the page, and when it starts coming together. And it was really nice to see Moya's song come into fruition all of a sudden, and I think she's done a really, really good job.
Brilliant. I'm very excited to hear it. So we're gonna bring Moya in. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Moya?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. So yeah, that was high praise from Siobhan there. How did you get on with the program? How was Siobhan as a mentor?
I think it was fantastic. I'm really glad that I had this opportunity. It's been fab to improve songwriting and playing music in general.
And how long have you been playing music and writing your own songs?
I've been playing music since I was about 10, but I started writing songs when I was maybe like 16, 17, but I never really, I always struggled with it quite a bit. I never really thought that anything I wrote was any good. I think this has helped me see differently.
I'm very
So
happy to hear that. Isn't half of songwriting is the idea, and then the other half is the confidence, and it's the creative idea. They happen. It happens inside, and then the rest of our job is to get it outside of your head and out into the world. And you are very, very good at that, and it's a really successful example of that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Right, I was going to say if you play the video, but Moya's going to perform the song live.
Yay!
Yeah.
Cool.
Is your dog clapping there, Siobhan?
Yeah, that was just a little woo-hoo-hoo, Moya.
Hey. Right, okay, Moya, are you ready to go?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, we'll leave you on the screen. Can't wait to hear it.
You watch the night's brazen starry sky. I'll catch each constellation tearing away. It all comes crumbling, but you stand and stare, waiting for something to light up the dark. But I run with fire, chase the cardinal sky, and you douse the flames I leave behind, over and over, over and over. Fire licking at my skin, ash falling like snow. It's burning the walls down wherever we go. But I run with fire, chase the cardinal sky, and you douse the flames I leave behind, over and over. But I run with fire, chase the cardinal sky, and you douse the flames I leave behind, over and over, over and over.
Wow, so good.
Wow,
Thank you.
amazing.
I've heard that song a couple of times now. I've heard the audio version, I've seen a video, and it's so nice. It just gets better and better each time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We
I was blown away by it. Oh, sorry, Siobhan.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say we were chatting about that in some of our Zooms, how a song is kind of, it can be a long process or a short process. And there's so many different things you can do with a song. You can play it to your friends, you can present it on an online show. You can record it in a studio later, or you can get into home recording as well and record from home. So it's always like a work in progress, and it's really inspiring for me to see someone else create those different steps of improvements. It's really nice.
I've definitely very much enjoyed this. It's been wonderful to just have this opportunity.
Well, it's been amazing to have you on. I'm glad you got the opportunity. And to have Siobhan as your mentor, obviously. So, yeah, what a treat. Any last words, Siobhan?
Just thank you for putting your emotion and so much care. The lyrics are very thoughtful, and it's good, really good work.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Well done. And yeah, thank you. I'm gonna boot you off the screen now. Well done. See you later. Well, amazing. Can't believe that was done in such a short amount of time as well. So next we're gonna bring in Comrade. Here he is.
Hello.
Hey Comrade, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Yeah, great to be here and
Great.
part of this. Yeah, really excited. Just say those pieces there were absolutely gorgeous. Really, really heartfelt and really nice. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. They were.
Mm.
I was going to say, yeah. So tell me a bit about you. Like, who are you and what do you do? And yeah.
Yeah, well, I play the saxophone and mostly jazz is kind of what I do. Mostly kind of performing, do a bit of teaching at the RCS in Glasgow on the undergrad jazz course there. Do some jazz workshops in schools around about the Glasgow area. Just lots of different projects, but just really really grateful to be playing after COVID again, back to the fray, and it was really great to work with Taran as well, who I read his biog before we started, and he's got a really interesting story about where he's from, and I mean he's only he's so young, but he's accomplished so much as well. So I was kind of thinking, well, what can I possibly show him that he doesn't already know? So. So that was the challenge, but then it was great fun, and we're just kind of bouncing off each other in the lessons, and really just trying to maybe show them things that have helped me in the past, that have helped other students, and just kind of opening up the world of jazz and improvisation, really. So it was really great fun.
Brilliant. Glad to hear it. Cool. So yeah, you said I had a good story. I'm gonna bring in Taran, see if he can. Yeah, you can let us know. Hey, Taran, how you doing? Oh.
Hi, well, thank you. Nice to see you.
Good. So what's your story, Taran? If you want to tell us a little bit about your sort of music journey. Oh, it's frozen. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Well, basically, yeah, sorry, I'm using a phone hotspot because we're switching providers right now. So it might be a little rough. I am from Sydney, Australia, and moved to the Findhorn area about 6 months ago, which is where my parents had spent a lot of time, and I've done quite a lot of music, so far in my life in Australia, starting from quite a young age, but moving towards what I'm doing now with improvisation and trying to get into jazz. Only more recently, before I moved, and now picking things up again with the help of Conrad, mostly because there's not a lot for jazz education around here.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, and I didn't know anything about jazz, so I had to search through a friend who knows people in that world, and he knew Conrad, luckily. So yeah. Great. Sorry, Conrad, do you want to say something else?
I think that was through Ali, a DJ friend of mine, and I mean, obviously playing jazz, it's improvised music. It's I found it's led to so many different avenues, so you can kind of really be a bit of a chameleon, and maybe join in kind of the folk scene, pop scene, rock scene, classical as well. So and I think obviously, and I think Taran will find that in Scotland, it just takes a wee while just to get to know people, but then once you do, and then through things like this, you've already met so many people and contacts, and it's a great thing. Yeah.
Brilliant. Great. So Taryn's also going to perform live. Have you got? Hopefully the internet's going to stick with us, but the sound's good, so that's the most important thing. So, Taryn, do you want to perform one of the songs? Have you got 2 tracks or one? I can't remember. 2.
So we kind of worked on 2. Are you? It's up to yourself, Taryn. Whichever one you prefer doing. Or you can do both.
Okay. Here he goes. Right. So yeah, take it away whenever you're ready. Cool. We're just saying you can just go ahead and play one of the tracks that you want to play.
Yeah.
The internet's a bit bad, but hopefully it'll be okay. Cool. Right, I'm going to bring us out.
The lag is so slow.
No worries. Cool. Right. Good. Let's hear it, Taryn. Take it away. Hey,
fantastic! Yeah, well done. That was great. Excellent. Gosh, yeah, and that's yeah, brilliant. Really nice. So, Donna Lee by Charlie Parker. So, I mean, that was written back in the 1940s, I think, in America.
47 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but then, and yeah, that was great, and that was your own completely made up on the spot improvisation on that tune. So it's pretty, yeah.
Wow.
That's great stuff.
Sorry, I should have explained that, but
even more impressive now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's been your favourite part about the project, Taryn?
Yeah, but I think just meeting someone like Conrad, who has sort of, made this his career, and sort of has learnt all the ins and outs of this and the, tricks of the trade, or whatever you want to call it, in this new place, which is, it's a unique situation for me, but to meet someone that that I can relate to on a lot of levels, and we have sort of spoke the same language with a lot of things, and it's just I don't know, I've sort of appreciated seeing how we both knew the things. Obviously he knows a lot more, but I had the basic ideas, and that really helped to connect us quickly once the session started, and then that way it was just sort of like new stuff every week that Conrad was recommending to build on it. So just making a quick connection was great. Yeah.
Great.
Brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, it's been so nice. Yeah, as Taryn was saying, just to, because I suppose as a kind of big thing, meeting essentially a complete stranger, isn't it? For Taryn, we've never met before, and just kind of forming that rapport quickly, and through improvised music and jazz, we've always got this common language, so it's great, and it's great to share, and I think next week, Taryn, you're going on the NIJOS course as well, the jazz course. So that's great. So you'll meet lots of
like-minded
players, people. It's a great social thing. The tutors on that are fantastic, and you'll learn lots, but you'll have lots and lots of fun as well, and get to meet people from all over. So I think you'll really enjoy that, Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, yeah, congratulations. Well done. That was.
Thank you again. Thank you again, Steve.
Yeah,
No
thanks,
worries.
Steve, for putting it together. Brilliant.
Yeah, thanks for both being part of it.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Pleasure.
See ya.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye. Okay. So, last but not least, from the mentor program, we have our mentor Lewis Lowe, who's always been a big part of this whole project, but we'll talk about that later. I'll just bring him in. He's a bit sick, poor little bunny tonight, but he's managed to be here.
I'll be fine. I'll survive. All this chat of creation and great quality of music that I've been listening to is making me feel better. So there we are.
Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. It's been amazing. Like, from not seeing anything to see the finished product. Wow.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like it's really great to see how all the mentees and mentors have interacted with one another, and amazing to see Conrad and Taryn working from opposite ends of the globe as well. And that's
he's in Finland.
Oh, he's in. I thought, okay, miscommunication. Opposite ends of the country. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, he lives here now. But
yeah.
But let's stick with global. Our global project. Cool. So you've been a mentor as well.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a bit about who you've been working with, and what you've been doing?
So I have been working with Jacob Igner. And I am not a musician by trade at all. So we've been working more on the aspects of career development within being a musician, because Jacob is a very, very talented musician already, and well-versed, and doesn't need my help musically. But I thought when you approached me and asked me, and Jacob was interested, I knew that I could bring something maybe slightly different in terms of mentoring. So just a little bit of kind of industry experience, and trying to help him to navigate the next steps of what he wants to do musically, whether that be sustaining his passion for what he's doing, or refining what he's doing into something that's tangible for a career. Good.
Brilliant. Yeah, and you both live in Glasgow, is that right?
Yeah. So we've been able to meet in person, which has been great. So we've been going out for coffee, and we've been like, I've known Jacob for years and years, so it was a real honor when he asked me to be on board and help him out. So we've been like chatting on and off for the last few years anyway, and meeting up every so often and swapping notes and whatnot. So it was nice to kind of formalize that somewhat.
Brilliant. Excellent. So let's bring Jacob in.
Let's bring him on
and hear from him. Hey, Jacob.
Hello. I feel like I'm on stage right now or something.
Come on down.
I'm just adjusting the thing. Yeah, hello.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no, I was at a gig last night, so I'm a bit sort of not with it at the minute. But apart from that, good. And it's been great, sort of seeing what everybody else in the program's been up to, and like, the music's amazing. So it's been good to see that.
Oh, nice. So yeah, do you want to say, Lewis has said a little bit. Do you want to say a bit more about what you've got out of the program and like what you've got from Lewis's mentoring?
Yeah. So I guess I was really kind of quite dead set. Like I've kind of always just grown up around music. I grew up in Belfast, and was kind of really in that music scene, or at least, or like kind of like through my parents. And then when I moved to the Highlands, it kind of gave me space to kind of figure that out on my own and kind of like figure out what I wanted to do on my own and my relationship with music. And so kind of moving to Glasgow about 4 years ago, it was kind of then that I was kind of like, no, I really want to, I want to do this, and I really want to do it my own way, and want to do this for a living. Like I want to be able to like sustain myself from this. And I think I know from my experience, I'm basically not very well equipped for understanding a lot of that sort of stuff. And I've been quite I guess I've kind of been neglecting parts of like my own development, and well, maybe that's a harsh way of putting it, but yeah, I just didn't really sort of, everything felt a bit sort of nebulous and kind of unknowable, and like I just didn't really know what I was doing and how to organize myself, or even, to be honest, one of the main things which this program has offered and what Lewis has offered is just that sort of little bit of like a feedback loop between like having an idea or chatting to somebody and getting a response from it, and just that on its own has benefited me in ways which I didn't really like, hadn't really anticipated. But I also feel that I feel like I've kind of got an understanding of how I need to move forward now, as well as like a whole host of sort of like actual pragmatic, like quite granular knowledge on things as well from Lewis, and it's just been amazing. Like it's kind of 180 things, I think, almost. Yeah.
Wow, can't get any better than that.
Yeah, so I'm rambling a little bit, but
I'll take it.
Cool.
No, it's amazing, Jacob. It's really good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just before, do you want to say anything else, Lewis, or should we play the video?
Yeah, I think just also touching, maybe, Jacob, you don't mind me mentioning this a little bit, but also in terms of sustaining the kind of passion and the career of it, like talking about the kind of business end of the stick in terms of, rather than the creative side. So making sure that you're putting in parameters that protect your mental health, keeping yourself, like we worked on different like ways of scheduling your time so that you're not marrying creative time with the kind of business side of it as well, so that you can just focus fully on being creative in that moment and enjoy it, and then having that day to do your kind of admin or whatever. And I think I've noticed like there's a marked change in your output and your kind of like organization since we started. Great.
I
it's
guess
really good to see.
It's kind of, I think, I don't know if this is an accurate way of putting it, but it feels like in the same way that kind of like, I guess this is what a mentor is, but like in the same sort of relationship that people have with like a teacher or something like that, it's kind of somebody to hold you, it's both somebody to sort of guide you along and to hold, and to like not hold accountable as though you've been like getting annoyed at me if I haven't done something by a certain point or anything, but just knowing that you're on the other end expecting it and then able to give me feedback from it is like, that has had a knock-on effect on so many different things, and for the better. like for a long time I thought I was just really lazy, but it was just I didn't have any like immediate tangible reason to do the things which I wanted to do. So it would take a just to make the decision to do them was its own effort. Whereas now it's like, well, the decision's already been made because we chatted about it last week. I've got
absolutely. It kind of it sharpens your focus somewhat, you know.
Yeah, or it takes away, like I don't have to make a decision on whether or not I have to do something anymore. Like, and along with sort of, but within that, doing that in a way which is healthy and which is sustainable and which doesn't sort of like destroy you a bit as you go along.
Absolutely,
because that
Very important.
It doesn't last at all. Like I've worked that way before, like in college and stuff, and it just breaks you quite quickly.
Burn out. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, and we're going to continue working with each other after. Anyway, we're going to continue meeting up and swapping notes. So that's thanks to this course for sure.
Brilliant. Really good to hear. So we're going to play a video, Jacob. Do you want to just explain what the video is?
Yeah. So I've got two sort of main projects, which is my own music and music with a band that I lead, and this is one of my own music. So this is me sort of trying to figure out how I would perform some of my own tunes live, because a lot of them are quite based around like working on a laptop and stuff like that, and I didn't want to just like do an acoustic version of that. I kind of wanted, so it was me just kind of figuring that out and figuring out how to actually like perform and figuring out how to put together like a visual show with it as well. So I'm using like lighting and DMX stuff. There's a few little like awkward quirks in like in like the way that I'm moving about and stuff like that, because I'm still very much just trying to see what I like doing and what's comfortable. Like I keep on I had this like thing where I'd like fall over because I thought it would be like fun, and it was fun, but I was like thinking about it before I did it, so it looks dead awkward.
I didn't notice. I know. Your own critical eye is the worst, and no one else will notice.
Yeah. But yeah, it was I put it together for a submission for Cryptic, just as a way to try and like figure how to put it together. So that's what it is.
Brilliant.
Cool. Okay. Let's let's have a look.
far gone.
Brilliant.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a
I love
whole
it.
show there. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best thing about it. It's like you were like, it's already like a well-rounded thing. Like you've got visuals, you've got performance, like a performance aspect to it, and then you've also got this beautiful piece of music that's very sprawling and spooky, and it really I could really see it going down really well in a intimate venue space,
Yeah.
and people, like with lots of cushions and people kind of like immersed within the live performance itself, and you not necessarily even being on a stage, like people being in amongst the visuals and amongst the instruments and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So that's
for
what we've been. I guess that was been the last couple of sessions, hasn't it? We've been kind of working on a plan to help you to create a community around the music that you're creating with your band, Beggars in the Heights, and also your solo stuff. And we've been working on how to do that with an event series and then an album launch in September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate all of the help with everything.
It's been so much fun. I've loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much more to come, I think.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Definitely. Well, yeah. Congratulations, Jacob.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, and thank you for helping to coordinate all this, Steve, as well.
No worries.
Yeah. You've kept me
Cool.
right.
Okay. Sorry?
You've kept me right, basically. Keep reminding me about things I'm going to forget about. Otherwise.
Yeah. Okay, Jacob, I'm going to kick you out, and I'm just going to have a little chat with Lewis.
Cool.
Bye.
Nice to see you, Jacob.
So, Lewis usually runs the Open Online program, and he always says at 5:02, we're going to run out of time, and it's my turn this time. We're going to run out of time.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. It's the first time I've done this.
We can make it brief. We can make it brief.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've just got a few minutes. So, yeah, Lewis has come on board as our trainee on this project. In my opinion, it's not much of a trainee. He's been more like, co-producing the whole Open Online program, and actually he's done all the work, and I'm just behind the scenes, supporting and helping you get on with it. Do you want to say a bit about it then? I'm just babbling. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so the Open Online training that we did, initially I was brought in to be a trainee, as you say, and we were to curate, I think it was 12 online sessions with different industry professionals. And I quite quickly kind of stamped what I wanted on that. And it worked out really well. I wanted the project to be a glimpse at all the different avenues that you can take in the creative sector, and how to sustain those sorts of passions, because I'm not musically gifted and I don't make my own music, but I run a record label and DJ, and I wanted to shine a light on the different kind of work that you can do, because I think traditionally it's seen as you have to make music to have a career in music, and that's not the case at all. I mean, 95% of the people that work in the music industry don't make music at all. They are the people that facilitate the music makers and do a lot of work behind the scenes. I also wanted the online sessions to be as representative as possible, from all the different walks of life, and people and folk who do music work in one way or another. And that was really important to me because I grew up in a rural area, and that was something that I didn't know about until I moved to the city and was faced with it and had to unlearn a lot of subconscious bias and relearn a lot of things. And I wanted that to be at the forefront of the Open Online training sessions, so that young people could catch a glimpse if they were living rurally. Less so now with the internet, obviously everything's accessible, but still, I wanted that to be at the forefront of every session that we were doing, and that we were open and honest and talking about it, and that mental health was also at the forefront of most of the conversations. And that also you don't necessarily need to work in the creative industry to be successful. You can be successful in your own field and be passionate about what you do. And that was also a concurrent theme throughout. So I invited, I think it was 11 people in total. Siobhan did one as well, which was really great. And we had people who run and own their own sound systems, people who work in promotions, people who work at record stores, people who do this like music professionally, are musicians or are DJs, people who work in A&R, in label management. I wanted to try and just cover as broad a spectrum as possible so that people could see that there were lots of different things that you can do. And that's what we did, really. And it was great. And I learned a lot. I was terrified at first of being on screen and very quickly got used to it and kind of now love it to an extent. I mean, it's been nice not hosting tonight. It's been nice watching you host, which has been quite nice. But no, it's kind of lit a fire in my belly to carry on doing this kind of work as much as possible. So say thanks to Finton Bay Arts, to you and Chrisana and Alex and everyone behind the scenes who've been working extra hard to kind of pull this off. It's been really enjoyable.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and you've done an amazing job. Like, every week I was just transfixed and listening to all the guests you have. Yeah, it's amazing. I loved it. I wish I
they're all online
I was 20.
Yeah, they're all online now. You can check them out on the AMP YouTube page. I'm just collating as many resources as I can from all the different guests that we had, and we will be posting them in the video descriptions so that some of the topics that we cover you can read a bit more about after the video. But I highly recommend checking them out. Lots of very talented and wise and insightful guests throughout the last 8 months. I think we started it in September. It took a bit of time to get started, but then once we got rolling, it was good, wasn't it?
It was good, yeah. Definitely. Great. So we're out of time. Well done, Lewis. That was perfectly timed.
No, I'm looking at the clock slyly in the corner. You see, professional now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm just going to bring everyone back on screen, I think, and just to give a wave goodbye. Just get everyone who's still here.
Hey.
That's everyone. Hey. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you, everyone. You did amazingly, and thanks for the work you put in, and yeah, everything you've produced. Amazing.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. It's been very, very enjoyable to listen to all your stories and your music, especially. You're all very extremely talented, so this has been great.
Yeah,
hey.
There he is. Hey. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thank you, and yeah, we'll see you again on the next project. Hopefully, there's going to be one soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you all.
Thanks, guys.
Keep waving, comrades.
Waving into your camera, Conrad. It's like some charity show, isn't it?
Bye.